don't touch me there.
A wild Crystal Kitten
My no
up here.
square.
Welcome to the channel. Crystal Kitten said hi.
Yo, what's up, kid? How you
Don't
doing?
touch me there. My no square. No, don't touch me there. This is my no square. No, don't touch me there. No, my no square. No, don't touch me there. This is my no square. No, don't touch me there. My no square. Square, 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 square. Don't touch me there.
That felt great.
My no square, 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 square. Don't touch me there. My no square. Don't touch me there. Don't touch me there. My no square. Don't touch me there.
See, it shows all these names, but it's back to 393. I hit 400 last night for a few
Don't
seconds.
touch me there.
Shooting speed up here. Welcome to the channel.
And I was gonna have to drink tomorrow,
Don't
Wait.
touch me there.
Friday, but it's back to 393, so I don't have to drink now. I was ready for it. I was already trying to figure out what kind of alcohol I was gonna get and what I was gonna get fucked up on. And what's up, everybody? It's Chaos for
Shooting
You
speed.
728. I'm
Said.
back
BRB.
with some World of Warcraft, and we're gonna play some. We're gonna. Y'all saw the intro. It was a gnome mage. Well, you see, I have this thing. I don't like gnomes. I really don't. The only reason that's part of the intro is because that's a their dance was fucking raunchy as hell. Now, if they gave that to, say, a human or something, I'd be rocking the human with it. But they gave it to the gnome. Sucks, cause that's yeah, that was yeah. Oh man, I'd like to give a shout out to those that are still subscribed. Your support has been greatly appreciated, and thank you to those just recently subscribed. We're at 393, 7 away from 400, which once I hit 400, I will be doing a drunk stream where I haven't figured it out yet. I'm gonna sit down tonight before I start streaming and go through the games and find what game I struggle the most at, and that'll be the game I play. Unless enough people get together, I'll do Quiplash again, and we'll do Jackbox games, and every time I lose or get a wrong answer, make it a fucking party, and anytime someone answers wrong, they gotta take a shot. We'll have some fun with it, you know? That sounds like a great idea. I'd totally do that. Anyways, I deleted the Mage gnome because, again, I don't like gnomes. I've never liked gnomes. It's just something about them. I just want to pick them up and field goal punt them. So, it's just, they creep me out, man. Anyways, human mage, because the other classes, I've got something for him. And let's go. Smoke if you got it. I'm fixing to load a bow myself. In fact, I'll tell you what. I've got if I can get back to 400 tonight, I'm not necessarily gonna do a drunk stream tonight, but I'll take a celebratory shot. I got some vodka in the fridge, freezer, shit.
Emboldened by the return of their heroic king, Varian Wh0r3, the proud humans of Stormwind led the Alliance to
There's a
victory
little bit
in
of
its war
delay
against
there.
the dreaded Lich King. While successful, the campaign in Northrend proved costly, and the humans now seek to bolster their strategic holdings throughout the world. Under Varian's daring leadership, humanity now braces itself for a renewed conflict with its perennial enemy, the Horde. Yet, as the great cataclysm rips across the world, familiar threats have once again arisen closer to home. It now falls to you to defend the kingdom and uphold the honor of humanity.
Who says I want to defend the kingdom? Who says I don't want to take that bitch over and rule it myself? Ha! Nah. Who that? Who that? I'm a guest before they speak. It's Harry Coon.
It's Chris.
Oh shit! Sie Heil mein Führer!
Everybody went quiet or disappeared up there.
Damn. That's how it be.
Mm-hmm.
So you're alone and bored and lonely. And...
Yeah. Might as well come around you. You know.
How are
When
you
in Rome
doing?
and stuff.
Right. Entertain me, damn it! I don't know
That's right.
exactly how, but I'll try. I'm playing World of Warcraft if you'd like to watch.
Oh, I can't. I gotta clean up these pools, start sorting up this area. I can go.
So what's this I hear
I'm
about
almost
you
there.
doing? You did edibles without me.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
Why are you getting fucked up without me, bro?
Well,
I
mean,
thought we was cool like that.
They said it would help.
Did
So
it?
yeah. No.
No.
My whole day.
I fucked your
Made me
whole day.
Tired. Made me tired. Definitely helped with the back pain though.
It'll do that. Was it actual THC or was it like CBD?
CBD.
Oh, okay. CBD done got you that fucked up.
Well, like I said, I wasn't stoned. I mean, I maybe got a little bit, but I wasn't stoned. I was just fucking done. You know what I mean? It's like,
It got you
nope.
stoned.
Maybe.
I mean, if it got you fucked up to the point where you couldn't function.
Yeah, no, there was no function. No function. I mean, Christ, I think I went home and slept for like 20 hours. It was not good. Should have took your guys' advice and just went with the meth.
Yeah, meth tends to really pick you up, but there's a definite downside to it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I
know,
don't want to
being up for like 3 days and you know, I'm not about that life, you know.
Well, see, I could have handled that. That's exactly the results that I wanted.
Right, but again, there's
I don't want to become a nut job.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. You have the potential to become a nut job because it's very addictive. That's why I suggested Adderall.
Adderall. Yeah. Well, what was the other one? Maybe that was the one. That's
Cocaine.
The one for ADHD, right?
One
cocaine.
of them, yes. But yeah, the other one was cocaine.
So what was was there another drug that was recommended? Something that they give people for ADHD?
Ritalin.
Ritalin. There you go. Ritalin. Yeah, I was recommended to take Ritalin, and I was like, where the fuck did I find Ritalin?
I mean, isn't it abundant there?
Well, no, more cocaine and meth, but
Oh,
I mean, I'm sure
really?
you can find it. Oh yeah, lots of cocaine, lots of meth, lots of heroin,
Huh.
lots of that.
Didn't think it'd be that, I mean, weed I knew.
Dude, you could probably buy coke off the cops.
Ah, damn.
Yeah.
Sounds like I need to move to Canada. Not really. Why would I want to move to a communist shithole?
Well, I mean, you could help me liberate it, I guess. I need
Oh,
bodies.
yeah. I don't know if you want me helping you liberate, sir. It'd be a bloodbath.
Well, that's fine. That's what we're looking for.
I'm talking like massive, indiscriminate, like slaughtering happening.
Hey, that's bound to happen. Look, every good revolution starts with a bloodbath. Okay? That's just a fact.
Right.
And, you know, from what I've seen from the Navy here, I'm pretty sure we could take them too now.
Oh yeah, your military is weak as fuck, but so is ours.
Lots of Chinese people.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Why would they be moving to Canada?
I don't know. It's very suspicious, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, very suspicious. What can I say?
I mean,
Must be just a coincidence.
it has to be a coincidence. Like, why? Why would they be allowing the enemy to be, living in your own backyard?
Oh, they're only the enemy of certain people.
Mainly communist and socialist shitholes, but that is neither here nor there.
Totally fucked up.
It's gonna get fun. I look forward to it, actually. Not gonna lie. We need a little bit of carnage in our lives. We've been
Like I
too
said, you know how to drive those
docile. I do, actually. I remember quite a bit of the shit I learned from the Navy.
Perfect. You be the captain of that ship.
Are you saying I'd be an admiral of your fleet?
Oh yeah, yeah, totally.
Oh shit. Yeah. Would I be allowed to abuse my authority?
Yes.
As a dictator should.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then I am for the cause.
Not only that, but because most people here are extremely docile,
Yeah.
you would find very little resistance.
Very little resistance.
Yes.
God damn it, all these action bars.
Oh.
Actually, let's put you up there at the top.
And the way. Get this place clean a bit.
I should have done all this before I started streaming, but I didn't think it was gonna make me do this either. I thought all this shit was universal, man.
Sorry. No,
Ugh, this is killing me. There's action bar 2. Man. 3, 7, 6. Move the fuck out of my way. There's 3. That should be all I need for now. Put the stance bar there. What is that? The pet bar? I did not ask you to attach.
oh my god.
Like, I like how they let you kind of customize your thing and all that, but goddamn.
Well, you don't.
Alright, what is this? Reputation bar? We'll put that right under there. And we put that right there. It's my enemy stuff. Extra abilities. You can go there. That should, nope, that's too much in the middle. There we go. Such a simple save name. Alright, now I need to get rid of these, because that's just too much right now. Options, action bars. 4, 5. Oh, wait, no, I need 4 and 5, 6, 7, and 8 can go. There we go.
Got her all figured.
Sort of. For now, at least. I'm probably gonna have to fuck with the action bar again. I thought I had you auto loot. Ah, where the fuck is auto loot? It's under interface. Need some large nameplates too, cause I'm illiterate and dyslexic and shit. Yeah, I want all that shit to display too. Where did I pass it? Controls. Auto loot. There it is.
A wild. Mr. Hemi 4 SPD.
Yo,
Appeared.
what's
Welcome
up,
to the
Hemi? How you
channel.
doing, brother?
Mr. Hemi 4 SPD.
Hope all is well,
Said.
sir.
I'll go.
For the algos, I appreciate it. We have the
Mr.
Emperor
Hemi
in
4
here.
SPD. Said.
Yeah, he bailed on me.
A wild Hemi
Raw.
LOL.
Yeah,
Briggs and the cat.
man.
I know, right?
That's just absolute torture.
Do I have these self-dappers? Dang.
It's just the way
Mr.
it
Hemi
is.
4 SPD.
I don't
Said.
even know if I have.
Out in the wilderness.
When's the last time I used one of those?
Ooh.
All my shit's a bloody mess. Getting all, rambunctious. Not good practice. Not good practice.
It's gonna suck. This is how bad I am at the English language. I don't know if live stream is 1 word or 2 words. Live stream.
Mr. Hemi 4 SPD.
Thank you.
Said.
It is 2 words.
It's better to dwell in the wilderness than under the roof of a contentious woman.
Well, we're both wrong.
It's 2 words. Alright. It's been fixed. Now I need someone to join up in here. I gotta plug in my phone real quick.
And these corners are still wet.
Damn.
God dang.
Wish to get a fan in there, but that'll blow dust everywhere.
Dude, I've had a fan in there all night. And it's literally like skim coated on. But a couple of them were still soft from the other day. Like, just seems to be the outside walls.
Mr. Hemi 4 SPD. Said. I'm driving.
You're driving. Oh. You be safe. I'm assuming you're using speech to text.
Text to speech.
Whatever. Shut up.
Bigot.
Mr. Hemi 4 SPD. Said. Exterior walls. Mr. Hemi 4 SPD. Said. Nope. I'm hardcore.
Nope, he's hardcore.
You actually texting and driving? Pretty bad.
Just be careful, sir.
Yeah, what's that, like a
we
$2
can't.
million fine?
Fuck, I don't know anymore. It's
$2 million fine,
it
12
ain't.
years in
It's
prison, possibly your execution.
yeah. Possibly your
Mr. Hemi 4
execution.
SPD said, I sure am.
Oops. I got an extra part there that I didn't mean to get, actually. I want docile cast speed.
Mr. Hemi 4 SPD said, allegedly.
Allegedly. So that's the only... Where the fuck do I get heirloom rings from?
The fishing tournament.
A fishing
You can
tournament?
get one. Yeah.
I need, like, you know, like heirloom. I can go to a vendor
Yeah.
and just buy it.
You
I
can
don't.
get one from
I
the
don't
fishing tournament.
want to have to fish.
Well, you have to.
I don't.
Or I think you can get one from Dark Moon Fair if you do all the quest lines.
So much work.
Yeah. Well, you're a quest whore. You'll like that.
Oh, I know. That's actually.
Yeah. So Dark Moon Fair, I think, has one. Or a couple. The other one is from the fishing tournament. And past that, I can't remember yet. So, good.
Actually, let's. Oh wait, I already have one of those. Back. It's Chris's fault.
Yeah, I've been playing for a long time.
Yeah.
Have one.
All right. I think that's
What's going on here?
everything. It's all PvP shit. I don't care about PvP. I won't do PvP unless the game makes me do PvP.
Well,
I think there is an instance where it makes you do PvP, but that's like the only time I do it.
yeah, there's certain things that are good.
Yeah. But I can't use the like PvP gear doesn't work in dungeons.
Iridium Kush
Oh, it does now.
appeared in the live
does it?
stream L.
Oh, yeah.
Iridium Kush
Because they got rid of
said,
the
hello
resilience and
chaos.
stuff.
Oh, what's up, Iridium? How you doing, brother? I need to fix
Oh, it's just
I
stats, right?
typoed.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it works just fine. Not as good. 'Cause, you know, you can
Yeah,
get
see, I'm looking for effectiveness. I ain't trying to struggle.
They're effective. Fuck is my box? No, they're effective. Totally.
Iridium Kush
There
said,
we go.
took half a day off work. Just took 2 bong hits off a moon rock.
There you go. I got this stuff now. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but it's in the Discord chat if you want to take a look at what it looks like. It's nice. And I'm smoking it out of pneumonia, so it's even better. God damn, it feels like a mosquito just bit me.
Oh, Tammy's back at the other one.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Better not be no mosquitoes already. It's too soon. Oh, man. Oh, excuse me. At what level do I get my pet? And is it just a frost pet?
What are you doing?
Mage.
Oh, I have no idea.
Hemi. Oh, wait, he's driving. I don't want to. I don't want to endanger Mr. Hemi over a question that can wait.
Crystal Kitten.
Unless Kitten
Said.
knows.
First pet LVL 10.
Level 10? Okay.
Crystal Kitten. Said. Might be LVL 6.
Yeah, they may have changed it since then. There's no telling.
Well, level 10 is when you got the hunter pet. I know that. Actually, I think you get it right off the hop. No.
A hunter pet? No. Nah, you still gotta earn it. But they make you catch something. Like it's a specific pet. Like I don't think you really got a say in it.
Yeah, probably based on the area.
I think they made me catch a spider or some shit like that. Or a turtle maybe. Which
Yeah,
I don't mind. That was my first pet anyways, was a rare mob it's a rare mob. That's the silver dragon one. It's a turtle, kind of looks like Slash before he was turned into the big ass mutant. And see, I remember a time where you had to kill all of these just in order to get in here to. But I guess enough people bitch whined and moaned.
Generally how it goes.
It's too hard having to do with these other things trying to kill me while I'm trying to revive these guys. And these are somewhat of a challenge. Shit. I like a little bit of struggle in my life. Not a lot, but just enough to make me go, oh wow.
Like snuggle struggle.
Sure, why not?
Into that, eh?
I don't know how to reply to that.
I knew it.
I don't know if there's a right way to reply to that.
Indim Tao. Appeared in the live stream.
Right and a wrong way.
Indim Tao.
Everything.
Said.
Hey, what's up, Indy? How you doing, brother? It's always the DPS's fault. And when in doubt, blame the tank.
Yep.
Because he didn't keep aggro.
Where to place blame.
If it's a party wipe, it means the tank didn't keep aggro enough. If the healer is the last one standing,
don't stand in red shit.
The tank didn't do his job. I don't know. I'm just avoiding all accountability for the healer. That's all.
Wild. Demon 50.
What's up, Demon 50?
Appeared in the live stream.
How you doing, brother?
Demon 50 said. A Wild Chaos is having another live stream. Hope you are all well today. Indim Tao said.
You gotta learn.
The healer struggles are real.
They are. Because not only do you gotta keep yourself alive, you gotta keep everybody else alive too. If you're like my characters are always mana whores. Like they just gobble up mana like those thoughts gobble up them zinc shots. Just give me that mana. Yeah, except it's grosser.
Said. Min. Iridium Kush. Said. Hello kitten.
I tried educating you.
D-man. Crystal kitten.
Didn't take.
Said. Hi Kush. Indim Tao.
Oh man.
Kush.
Uh-oh. Huh. Let's do this then. Alright, so I gotta go across the way over here. And we just gonna maybe not kill shit. You should have died.
Demon 50 said. Hello Indy.
Yeet.
Crystal Kidin said, Chaos Warlocks and Hunters get pets at LVL 5. It didn't say any about mages when I looked.
Okay. I
Demon
could have
50
swore mages got
said,
pets too.
Howdy Kush.
They get a frost pet that you can turn
That's
into
it?
a different type of elemental.
Oh.
You can keep it, or you can have it as like a temporary thing.
Was it like a fire, water, and lightning or
Yeah.
some shit?
I think so. You can get a glyph or something and change it out.
Basically copying a geomancer from, well, no, geomancer and EverQuest dealt with earth stuff. There was a geomancer, a pyromancer, there's an aquamancer. I don't think there was a
Crystal
lightning
said,
spec.
It's a spell you turn for mages. Crystal
Yeah.
Kidin said, learn.
No idea. That is
Yeah.
beyond my knowledge.
Indim Tao said, Necromancer.
That's easy enough. What the hell, you dick? Get off my nuts. One more. It'd be fun. I've never really played Mage. Like, I have played Mage, but I haven't played Mage. I've played everything but Mage, really. Druid's another class I haven't played a lot of, so it'll be fun playing that one eventually too. What's the rave? Is the Boomkin still the rave, or has that been nerfed into oblivion?
I don't care for it, although I do have it as like a kind of backup.
Crystal Kidin
You know, as
said,
the healer.
mages get pretty strong.
Bless you. Be careful.
Boom, kind of spec. You know,
Right.
because they let you have something as a backup. Oh, still staying in that tree. And I went with it because healer's already in caster gear, right?
Yeah. Alright. We're gonna go kill our first, I guess, big boss here. I like that targeting system to a degree. Yeet. 2 shots. This would be fun when I play Rogue too. Rogue was a really fun class, actually.
They were really good, and I think that, well, I can't say for sure because I mean I've been fucking just destroyed by it.
K-Plan
But
1142
I have no idea how they're
appeared
doing
in the
this.
live stream.
You know what I
K-Plan
mean?
1142
What's up,
said,
K-Plan? How you doing, brother?
Greetings.
They were a class that I could play no problem.
The only thing that annoyed me was their bludgeon or whatever. You know where they stun lock.
Oh yeah, you can stun lock.
That shit was so annoying.
Yeah, but that
So
was the
annoying.
You know, you could do explosive damage, right? And stun lots of shit out of somebody and then fade away.
And then damage them
Right?
some more, and it's like the pick.
Yeah. Then start all over. It's like a rinse and repeat thing. And you know, they were great. Fuck, I did some amazing things with them in PvP.
Greetings.
But I don't know if they're just like really selective on targets now or what, but
Light bless you.
I play mine and I just, damn, dude.
It's not the same.
What? It's not the same. Like, I cannot get shit done. I get owned by everything.
Well, I
But
mean,
yeah.
they're supposed to be kind of squishy, you know? And it's a DPS
work,
class.
though.
It's a DPS class.
Yeah, but they weren't. They weren't.
Right. What is it? They
were.
They can wear what?
fucking
Leather
nuclear
armor?
bombs.
Oh yeah. Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
but they were fucking nukes, man.
Believe me, I know.
And like I said,
I remember
some of them
every
still do
little
ridiculous.
being on my fucking tank in PvP and getting spam stun locked over and over and not being able to do anything, so I just stand there and die because that's all I can do.
Yeah, that was literally all you could do. Like, sub-rogues were the best. You know what I mean?
You get lucky sometimes to slap a shield bash in there if you're quick enough. But, oh man.
They were a nuisance.
Yeah.
But cat druids, you know, they were no better. Oh, clean this fucking.
Alright, time for pneumonia.
Kplan 1142
Holy.
The Alliance.
said, Chaos, what are you playing today?
Careful.
Right now I'm playing World of Warcraft.
Good for you. Light bless you.
And then tonight, when I get home, I'm gonna play some 7 Days to Die.
You need something? Safe travels. Have a good one. See you around.
Right now I'm trying to gobble up all the quests I can because my dude's a thirsty quest whore. Quest! I need quest! I'll suck dick for quest! Not really.
Kplan 1142 said, nice.
How are you? Safe travels.
Oh, I've died.
See you later.
So dead inside. You got any quests for me? I suck your dick for a quest. What you got for me? What you got for me? I go do what you need me to do, bro. This is upstairs.
What was that one movie?
Where you at? Where you at, bro? Hey, there's a quest. Give her up. Ah, hell. It's in the basement.
What was that stupid movie they made about puppets?
Muppets? Take over Manhattan?
No.
There was Puppet Master?
No. It was actually had puppets in it.
I
it was
do
like a cop
know
thing.
I do know what you're talking about, but the name is eluding the fuck out of me.
For the Alliance.
Yeah, me too.
But I do know what you're talking about.
The Happy Time Murders? Happy Time Murders? Something like that?
I don't know. That's a cartoon,
Anyway.
wasn't it?
Yeah. No. It was a puppet thing.
Happy Time Tree Friends?
No, the Happy Time Murders or something like that.
I don't know. Maybe whoever just joined up will know.
See you around.
This is Fonda.
Yo, what's up?
Oh,
Pooping
it's
while
fun.
standing. How you doing, sir?
It's purely PWS.
PWS.
Yeah, puppets. The only aspect that I know with that would be Scum, but like movie-wise, no, I'm not really like.
Hey there.
Yeah,
what's the
they
movie?
had a movie that had literal puppets in it.
See you around.
Yeah. There's
Oh,
a Happy
Puppet
Time
Master.
Murder or something.
Well,
no,
there
Happy
was
Time
that,
Murders
but
is
he's not.
great.
He's saying
Happy
Happy
Happy Time
Time.
Murders was used with puppets and it was a detective team.
Because it was about the characters of the show,
Happy
right?
Time Murders was
And
used
they
with
were all getting
puppets, and
whacked.
it was a detective team.
Crystal
Like
Yeah.
Kitten.
NYPD
What's her name
Blue,
from
Said-
Kings of Queens?
but
Like
don't,
NYPD Blue,
but done with puppets. Okay,
It was the Happy Time Murders or something like
I've
that.
heard of. There's a few shows out there that have puppets and murder and stuff like that.
Really
So
just done with people in which that she can't manipulate. So no, I want to jump on. I've got a 5 p.m. Call here. But no, I just wanted to say I was going to put it in the comments. It's easier for me to talk versus put it in the chat. But oh my God, the difference? And I was on the MGTOW forums because Going Your Own Way, they're shutting down at the end of May after 10 years because for various reasons. But man, getting a female
Crystal
versus a
Kitten
male on customer
said,
service, huge.
Happy Tree
friggin'
Friends was a
difference.
cartoon where squirrels go
Community
around
resolution,
killing things.
follow up, ownership.
Crystal Kitten
I've seen this
said,
throughout my corporate
and
life.
each other.
It's so nice to have somebody that goes, no, you know what? I'm going to follow up. I'm going to take ownership of this. I'll send you an email. I'm going to reach out to my supervisor. If we don't get that resolved, let's reconnect and we can see what other options we have. A woman would be like, why are you wasting my time? Almost like you're annoying me. It's huge difference between the two. And then I thought I was alone.
It's about
like,
hit and
working
miss.
alone. But I thought I was the exception.
Mm-hmm.
But when other men said the same damn thing, I'm like, okay, I'm not. It's just, dude. Philippines.
Philippines, here you
I
go.
cannot wait to go. Like if I didn't have my dog,
Hello.
I can
the
fix your
shit that I
dog
would need to
problem.
sell.
Hello.
Yeah, you want to, dude? She's
Yeah, no.
she's in heat right now,
yeah.
Chris. So you might get a little action from her.
If I can't kill her or sell her, I'll kill her.
What are you talking about?
But that takes care of
She
your
literally
dog problem.
would. She would be worth at least $1,000. If you look at her DNA and her lineage or whatever, and that's not to brag. She's part of a breeding program, but her lineage, like you're not gonna have any issues with her. You never know, but you're like, this guy spent $10,000 to get 3 samples from male DNA sperm. Because he can go back 5 generations and go, they're OFA, there's no hip issues, no eye issues, no retinal detachments. His whole goal is to breed dogs, Labradors, for service dogs. So I was part of his chaperone program. And I've spent personally $1,200 just to him outside of expenses
wild.
from that for
Vanessa Kitty.
vaccinations.
Appeared in the live stream.
What's up, Vanessa
Food.
Kitty? How you
Vanessa
doing?
Kitty
Well,
said,
if she's part of
Hi.
that, as you say, like a guide dog or helper dog, how they call it.
Yep.
Just donate her to one of the programs for like Warrior or something.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to abandon. Not like she's a child, but it's tough to abandon your kid. Going, I've got 1,200 into you.
Vanessa
and,
Kitty
he's said.
said,
She is short.
yes,
so she's not
very
the
wild
ideal
raw.
service dog because some of these are for I mean, not so much like PTSD service vets, that is one part of his organization, but they're for pre-diabetic testing or physical disabilities, and she's 52 pounds, which is small on a lab range. So he decided not to breed that litter, and so I just need to make sure that she's got the right home. Because I'll bring her over to the Philippines if I have to. I have a neighbor that brought 2 dogs from India, and India and where I'm coming from, North America, is different than the Philippines, but it probably still cost me a good $800 to $1,200 to get all the vaccination requirements, health certifications, and transport. But yeah, other than that, dude, I'm free. I have no debt. Hey, Joe.
I'm the same way.
Good.
Debt free unless all my mom's debts get passed on to me.
Well, they can do that there.
I know. But my brother was the one who had the power of attorney and all that, so wouldn't it fall in his lap?
Maybe.
Because I thought about that, because I got a phone call yesterday from I haven't had a debt collector call me in ages. And lo and behold, after my mom dies, I get a call from a debt collector.
Well, hey, Chaos.
It's like,
realize this: any unsecured debt, credit card, honestly, pretty much anything. And I'm not. All right. So when my mom went through when she died,
mm-hmm.
her husband tried to put all this onto the estate, and we're like, no, not going to happen. It's an unsecured debt. It dies with her, and at best, it probably should, because they were married, which he advanced. I mean, I've seen it on both sides. I've seen where there are gold diggers on women's side, for men that they go after, and I've personally experienced it on my own with my mom, where he married her because he didn't have shit to piss in, and he went after the entire estate.
Oh, wow.
Even though she had a prenup, and he got about 30% of her assets. And we're not talking about huge assets, but he got about $180,000 of equity that he never put into. I mean, he sponged off of her.
Dang.
The entire time that they were married for 11 years, he didn't work. The last tax form that we got before they got married, he made $17,000 gross income.
So he was working like part-time hours.
He was a sole business owner, of which that he didn't make anything.
Oh.
Which, again, write-offs are one thing. Gross versus net, huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
Gross, 17,000. That's a huge fucking disparity. I mean, that means like what you brought in
it's like
your vendors
below
or your
poverty
clients.
level, isn't it?
Oh yeah, no, he was
he on disability?
Nope, no disability. And again, the tax write-off is one aspect that I think that small business owners should have, depending on what that tax write-off is. But no, that was 17,000 gross. It was not net. So he didn't use the deductions that are afforded to small business owners. And literally, like once she died, we went through all of her financials, and because she had a prenup, but it was kind of a fucked up prenup.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she went down and changed it 4 times. I mean, she was dying of cancer, and he made her go down to make it where, like, this is what I was supposed to die before her. Like, basically, he was a little fucking bitch or cunt that, look, I married your mom to take care of me. I've seen that both sides.
He pulled a reverse card.
A reverse Uno. Yeah, yeah. So, same thing happened with my stepsister. She was a pretty well-placed attorney and making good money, and I mean, I've seen it on both sides. You know, my dad got taken through the cleaners with my mom, but
well, there you go.
anyway.
I mean, technically, wasn't it your dad's money he was taking?
Oh, see, this is what gets my dad embroiled. So they were married more than 10 years. And so when they got divorced, she got half of his
Alimony.
PIA for or her primary insurance adjustment for Social Security. And my mom she was a school teacher for a couple of years, and then she worked at the bank for like a year and a half. So she didn't make anything, which, you know, my mom was a great mom. But at the end of the day, my mom, she was a female, and I mean, it was all about the tingles. So when my dad divorced her,
he divorced her.
K-Plan 1142.
Well, he did.
Well,
which I,
said,
you know, at the
"Have
time,
to
I was
go,
kind of like,
left a
you know,
light."
we were all on the side of mom.
K-Plan, take it easy, brother.
But then she married her divorce attorney, which really pissed off my dad, which I don't blame him, because part of the divorce agreement that he negotiated was, you know, you can't have a clause that if you remarry, the divorce or the alimony stops. No. I mean, he negotiated that where the alimony and child support continued throughout, you know, the duration until they're 18. And then they had a provision for college that he would pay 25%. My mom could not, well, she said that she couldn't pay anything. So I got a 25% stipend, and the rest of it I had in student loans or scholarships. So, which again, I don't expect that kids should pay for all of their kids' tuition, but I mean, if you knew what my dad made, you'd be like, he would be embarrassed if I brought that to his colleagues. He'd be like, I mean, he would be ashamed.
A
Like,
wild.
you paid.
Chrome Dome Omega. Appeared in the live stream.
Yeah.
So I've seen that on
Omega
both sides. Is basically what I'm
said,
trying
"Wow,
to
those
say.
are some big
I mean,
melons."
I am certainly blessed with where and who I was born to, but at the same time too, I've seen it on both sides. I just know that more often than not, my mom's experience was the exception, but I know that there are men out there that they pray.
Yeah.
It's the system allows for fucking people to, you know, do nothing and be rewarded for it. It was
exactly
usually just women taking advantage of it, and the only way it's going to change, sadly, is when more of your moms happen. You know, then things might change.
It's a wild Hemi.
You know, the old system allowed fucking people to be taken to the cleaners for divorce. No, it just.
Well, here's the thing,
Well,
though.
who created that system?
Not many Halle Berry stories, you know. That like say the red herring. They're not the norm. Not yet.
What do you mean Halle Berry stories? Halle Berry's been run through more times than.
I know, but
Fuck, I had
she
something.
hooked up with guys with lesser net worth and has lost some of her net worth every time she does, right? So.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
Either way, like, technically, he was taking your dad's money too. If I got the story right.
Yeah, no. From a Social Security standpoint, all right. So my dad had he was at the max for the Social Security payout. Because they were married for more than 10 years, and then she died, but she was remarried to a man that was married more than 10 years. Social Security doesn't look at it as, well, that maybe should be a split, or looked at his income. No, they look at it as he was the primary breadwinner, my dad. He then gave her the full PIA benefit that she received until when she remarried. They didn't cut it off. They said, well, that's going to continue. Then when she died, because they were married for 10 years, he got basically what my dad paid into and should have received for Social Security. It's somewhat nuanced. I mean, there's a 10-year look back, or a 10-year period in which that if you're not married then you don't get the full amount. There's readjustments. It's not
I straight
so
up, I
black
thought,
and white.
like,
But
once
basically,
you got remarried, that, like, all alimony ended. That's why no woman ever remarried, so they could keep mooching off the husband while they were fucking around with different dudes.
all
Oh,
depends
no,
on the
no.
divorce agreement. Now, that's not true.
Yeah.
It all depends on the divorce agreement. So,
Oh.
which is fucked up because, and my stepdad, the attorney, her divorce attorney, great man, good man. And that was kind of my red pill awakening because I got a hold of his diary after he died. And I saw where, and I was living with them from, like, my parents got divorced when I was 12. I saw, like, weekly interactions where my mom was not attracted to him. I mean, she was a homecoming queen, you know, pretty lady. She didn't really love him. She wanted back to the security provision, protection, or whatever. I was too stupid to realize that at the time, so I got married, thinking, oh, I can do this differently. I can make amends for what my parents and how my mom acted, and I can find the right woman. And I just have to realize that that's just female nature. That's just what it is. I mean, you literally can't hate them for it. It's just if they don't have better options, they're going to use whatever they can to make themselves better. So at the end of the day, my dad was basically paying hugely for alimony, child support, 3 kids, 2 older brothers, and alimony until we're 18, plus 25% of our college tuition. And then when she remarried, she took half of the highest amount of my stepdad, the attorney, half of his, or whatever the greater was between her previous marriage. So she got it, like, Social Security does not differentiate between multiple marriages. If you're allowed this, let's say their PIA is $3,000 a month and one, and the other one, I think the most that you can get is $3,600 a month. PIA or Social Security doesn't differentiate between those two. They look at whoever, if it's 10 years or more, you get the full amount, and they don't differentiate between, well, you got remarried 4 times, we're going to look at the highest income or the highest average, and we'll then, again, depending on if you're married 10 years, we'll give that out to you, even though you never worked, or maybe you worked 3 years out of your life. And if you did, you'd probably be getting, $800 a month, maybe $1,200 at most. And anyway, yeah, so once she died, survivor benefits, basically, he got that from her. And then plus, the amount that he got in her house, that I mean she didn't leave him destitute. Like, you can live here as however long that you want, even though he only put in 10% into the property. But he was smart enough to know, like, I want to be a tenant in common. So it's not going to be easy that if you die or if we divorce, that you're not going to get, or he's not going to get something in return. So he was smart, stupid as a motherfucker, but smart enough to know, well, I'm going to be a tenant in common at 10%. So if things don't work out, it's only 10%. You may have to buy me out at 20% of the value just to get me off the deed before. Not unlike a guy that I know, that his girlfriend at the time, not married, but she found the house, literally just went online, went on Redfin or Zillow or whatever, found the house. It was a good buy. But he put her on as a 20% tenant in common. So when they broke up, like 4 or 5 years later, that 20% now is 40%. And
Because of equity.
Yep. I mean, again, I've seen that on both sides. That's where I'm like, It's like, those women that get married that have assets, they're like, well, most women would be like, you're a fool in order to marry this guy without a prenup. But if you're a guy with assets and you marry a woman that doesn't have it, all of her girlfriends would be like, you're a fool to marry this guy without or signing a prenup. I mean, it is what it is anyway.
Well, they're naturally not going to want a prenup anyways because they don't get to benefit from anything.
Exactly.
Like they come in like we come in with what we have, but then they get to take half of what you did all the work for that. Not her.
Oh no. Chaos, don't be a bigot.
If she has her own money, because she's working too, like this shit don't make no sense. Sounds like there's some
nefarious shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because there is
sounds like a lot of cherry picking on what equality is. It's not. It doesn't sound to me like there's any egalitarianism in this equality that I keep hearing them spew about.
See you later.
No, I mean, literally, if you look at the laws, like I lost half of my home, of which that she didn't pay one nickel into. But in my state, and this is when we were married, I put her on the deed in order to get refinancing.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I looked at it as, hey, you know what? We're married. Like, this should be for better or for worse. She was a good Catholic girl. I mean, fuck me, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
She lied, about her previous relationships, and I found out later on after we were married that her longest was 18 months, and it was 2.5 hours away. I mean, you could half that and say that would be a standard relationship locally, right?
Yeah.
Didn't matter. So the judge, the divorce attorney, or the divorce judge said, yeah, well, in our state, if you put her on the deed, it doesn't matter. That's considered a gift. I'm like, and even my attorney, argued that, Your Honor, like he's had this since he was 25. She didn't put anything into it. Like, the valuation from when they got married to when they got divorced, totally agree. Like, maybe split half of that. Judge said, no, you put her on the deed. It's considered a gift in the marriage. She walked away with half of the valuation. This is back in 2011. So that home now more than tripled in value. And she's now, she's a single mother of two and living in her daddy's townhome. Anyway, so that was my big red pill awakening. I should have seen it earlier on with my mom's marriage, but I didn't. I thought, because growing up, we never had this issue at all.
If he was a real man, he would kick her out instead of taking care of her like that, as nature does with its young.
Well, he has 2 daughters. He doesn't know the difference. Like his other daughter.
I gotta come to a point now where you're an adult. Get the fuck out.
You would think. Well,
that's what I was told.
He's a blue pill man. He's from New Jersey. This is what men do for their women, their daughters, and so he put down a huge down payment for his first daughter, and they lasted 8 years, 3 kids, and his youngest daughter, who I married, that is basically, I'm buying an investment property, you can live in that, and he just, dude, there's so many red flags. I look at it, go, I could beat myself up, but given back in the late 2000s, we didn't have the red pill content that we do now. We had Tom Likas, that was about it.
Yeah.
And then, you look at him and go, yeah, but he's a wealthy person, and women are attracted to, he looked at women as, because he was a high value man, that, hey, I can get anybody that I want to. So he went after the rich gold diggers, and I went after like a middle class, attractive woman in my mind's eye. But no, she's not like, one of these Playboy models. 6.5 at best. So we thought that maybe that hypergamy could be curtailed, but I mean, it literally can't. I mean, we've seen where women that are 3s or 4s thinking that the man that they were with that was a 5 or a 6 and could have given them everything in life, and they go back and go, is this the best that I can get? And again, Chaos, I've seen it on both sides. That's like when people come to me and go, you just hate women. Like, no, dude, I've seen it on both. I've seen it with my stepsister. I've seen it with my mom. And my mom acted like during my parents' divorce, of which that I gave you 25 years of my life. And part of me, I can kind of get that, or 20 years of her life. But she was like, I birthed and raised 3 kids. You were the primary breadwinner. I didn't have to work.
That sounds like a pretty sweet gig, you don't have to work really.
Yeah.
You have a roof put over your head, food, and appreciative for, all the hard work he does. It's just more.
Well, and it literally boiled down to, like, my dad never disparaged my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And they went through a pretty litigious battle of, because she wanted some options. He was he had a private company, and she wanted an ownership of that. And he was like, look, I'll give you alimony, I'll give you child support, but I'm not going to give you half of what I actually made or created. Because when we got married, it wasn't there. In fact, I was on the fucking hook for, over $100,000 of loans, bank loans, in order to get this thing going. And I paid them off, and I built the business. But at the end of the day, it's just, I look at it going like people like claim that we're bitter against women. Like, no, we're not bitter.
Nope.
Like, if you really understand even your own mom or your grandmother or your sisters or your sister-in-laws, that's just who they are. But then when you call them out and say, oh, I understand where you're coming from, or, here's another example of female nature, they look at you and go, well, there must be something. And most of it comes from men that are married, that have families, that they don't want to wake up and realize that, dude, she'll replace you in a second. If you get into a motorcycle accident, you're done.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's only a matter of time. Or if you don't have that same trajectory, a career path that you're on when we met, and you cannot provide me the lifestyle that I want, dude, you're not done. There are exceptions.
Who
but
says she's even entitled to that lifestyle, though?
Yeah.
You gotta work to get that lifestyle. They're looking for least amount of work for maximum effort. And that's not how the world works.
No, it should be where, like the adage says, like, women don't want to run the race. They want to wait at the finish line and wait for the winner. And, back in your grandparents' time, or certainly mine, they lived on the farm, and probably was given to them, or their parents died and they took it over. There was not the expectation that you would be provided anything. Like,
a lot of it was business. It was like the family business, that was like, that was the thing back then, the family farm, the family business, and stuff like that. Like, yes, it's dying out to a degree. Like, they still exist, but like, I understand not wanting to do like what the family's been doing for generations. I understand wanting to be different, but I also am very pro like traditional values and stuff like that because they the you know some of the longest was the family was one of the longest fucking traditional things the world had, but that's being etched away little by little over the year. And you know, it's been etched away little by little throughout the years, and nobody wants to have kids anymore. We're almost, aside from a small population of the world, the rest of us are below the required limits to you know maintain a positive civilization.
Yeah, we're at 1.6
Yeah.
here in the U.S. I mean,
Yeah.
you need 2.1 to even have parity.
They've fear prawned everybody out of wanting to like you know equating marriage to slavery and all this shit and emotional labor. Like what? So the way these broads sound, it sounds like they're trying to get paid to do a
basic aspect
basic
of which to support
yeah
their
of
family.
adulting, you know. And it's like you're already getting paid by having a roof provided over your fucking head, food in your fucking cupboards. All you gotta do is clean the house a little bit and take care of the kids some while I go out and slave away.
Yep. Just one other anecdotal story that just shows the complete illusion that women have. Had a neighbor whose sister married a guy whose dad had two gas stations down in Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
He built those two when his dad turned that over to him to, I don't know what it is now, but I think it's over 20. But I like when they divorced, it was like 18. They had 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
She never worked. Now she did provide interior designs. She was working at the Gap when he met her.
Oh.
At the Gap store. And she's a beautiful woman.
Yeah, they only really
Toys,
hire
Grace.
somewhat attractive people there. So.
Well, and part of me, like, you know, men can blame him for going, well, of course, you know, you should have known better. I mean, she was an attractive woman. And like, well, and that furthers our whole position of where women look at their beauty is basically it needs to be monetized. Like, well, why don't we allow prostitution? It's the same fucking thing. So anyway, they had 3 kids.
But that would destabilize their power.
Well, it would.
Women,
it would give them
they ultimately
empowerment.
use, well, to a degree, but it would also cause, like, why would we need to get married anymore if we could just get sex from a professional?
Well, there is that too. Yep. Like, you know, it's now,
there goes
now
the
that
population.
it's been monetized. So when they got divorced, he paid her $14 million, gave him the family owned. They had multiple family homes. I mean, literally, if you're a gas station owner, you're making at least $500,000-$600,000. I mean, you know, and he, like I said, he went from 2 to well, actually, I think I said 18. I think that they had maybe 10 or 12. But I was talking with her sister, which that this woman that divorced this guy, and she's like, you know, and her whole retirement plan is that she's going to rely on her sister to give her money. I mean, she's a piece of shit. I mean, you know, not a complete, she's not a bad person, but she's just fucking lazy. Mm-hmm. So he built this up and worked fucking hard hours to get there, took leverage deals in which that he's like, I either got to make it or I'm going to pay for it. And they were married for, I don't know, I think 13 years. But anyway, gave her $14 million. The house, the primary house, they had multiple homes. And I just called her out, like, to her sister. I'm like, so I get it. Like, yes, he should pay his child support. Given his means, he should probably pay for their child's college, or his kid's college. And then she's like, but she provided, like, you know, and I'm like, what did she contribute to that business? Well, she went in and she picked out the colors and she provided some input on the design. I'm like, you know, Paula, you know, he could have gone to your sister and said, you know what, I don't need that help. I'm going to hire a professional and pay her $100,000-$200,000 for those services, and would have been far better off than. And of course, the judges didn't care. Like, they didn't care what she contributed. They just look at net assets, how long they were married, how many kids they had. I mean, there's a formula for every state.
Well, of course, and they get more money the more they collect, right?
Yep.
Well, yes.
They don't care what's fucking fair. They just want to get their retirement fund set up.
I get my bag.
That's right. And I mean, I think that's personally one of the worst things they've done. Nowhere else does that fucking work like that.
Yep.
Nowhere else. Like, where is it that you say, well, I do this job, ABC, right? And based on how much I spend of your fucking money, I collect more for my retirement.
Or how long I've been with your company. I mean, there are like retirement payouts, which I understand, but they don't nearly compare to with divorce payouts. So when they got divorced, and she met another man, and I'm like, well, is she planning on getting married to him? She's like, oh no. I'm like, well, why not? Well, exactly. And that's really what it ultimately came down to. And it ultimately, like, when I pushed her on several pointed questions, she's like, well, she knows that if she got married, she would be at risk for losing part of which that she, you know, I don't even say earn, I forgot how she said it. Huh?
Didn't earn?
Yeah, no, exactly. Didn't earn.
What she claims to be entitled to.
She's like, it was pretty much like, I've already had my kids. I have 3 wonderful kids, and they are good kids. I mean, you know, I will give her credit to this. Like, he can be kind of an ass, but he's a very intelligent man. He doesn't put up with bullshit. Like, he is like, all about fucking making money. Like, that was his purpose. I mean, he's got a private jet. He, even after they divorced, he's probably worth 30 to 40 million now. I mean, he, like, in the Southeast, Parker's gas stations, they're all over Savannah, northern Atlanta area. Like, he has worked his ass off. I mean, I look at to her sister. I'm like, and her sister worked retail, worked at Chili's as a manager. You know, just completely different lifestyle. But her position or perspective is that, well, and because I literally went through her financial plan. Like, Paul, right now, you either need to cut back, you need to make money, or you're not going to retire at 65. Like, you might be able to retire at 70.
What can I do?
Like, your townhome, you've got another 12 years at that time to pay off. In a modest townhome, you know, $180,000 townhome. Like, you're not in good position. Her response was, well, you know, Kelly is going to hopefully help me out. I'm like, just because your sister was a beautiful woman, she married a high value man, you're a fucking sponge for going after her or expecting her to pay for you in your fucking retirement. You can't keep a man. You know, your last relationship was 10 years ago. I mean, can you not have any self-reflection?
Yep.
No, most of them can't.
Why would you have self-reflection when that leads to accountability?
Oh, and there was a good comment on Tribe of Men's podcast. The number one thing that men need to look for a woman is self-awareness. And I'm like, wow, that's so fucking right. Because self-awareness, it requires one to reflect, to take accountability, to acknowledge the mistakes that you made in the past to prevent them in the future.
Sadly, it takes about 10, 15, sometimes 20 years for that to happen.
I agree, Chaos. I mean,
my mom went through that. She was 40 when she finally got her shit together.
40 when she realized accountability is kind of a thing. Yeah, sounds about
Yeah,
right.
because likely she couldn't rely on her fertility, her big boobs or whatever
Well,
looks
she had a very
to secure a
bad
man.
history of choosing really shitty dudes. That was part of it. Like, the last guy she was with was a meth head. And me and my brother both were even like, this guy's no good. Like, no, mom. No. What? This was her logic. This was her logic behind it. She felt like she deserved it.
So, wait, hooking up with the meth head's not a good idea? Ah, I've learned so much here today.
Oh, the decision she made, like, after my dad blew his brains out, she jumped from druggie to druggie to druggie. She started banging drugs and all that stuff and just really spiraled out of control. And I get it to a degree. She was coping.
Yep.
But she had two kids that slightly needed, like, we were self-reliant to a degree, but we didn't have, like, my brother got lucky. He had someone to fall back on. I was just left in the fucking water to kind of fend for myself.
Oh, Chaos, I gotta ask, what was going on with your dad? I think I've asked this before.
I know he had some mental issues. I don't know what mental issues he had. At the time of all this happening, he was in debt, hooked on coke. My mother had caught him cheating on her with her best friend at the time. Yeah, there was a lot going on there. He had a son that just couldn't. Yeah, I hated my dad. Yeah, there was no love there for him.
So what you're saying is there were some issues,
underlying
issues.
There were some underlying issues with him. Yes.
Okay. Feel sorry about that, buddy.
It's for the better. It was like a weight was lifted off my shoulders when he did it.
Well,
but I was kind of mad though because I had planned to be the motherfucker to do it.
Like I look at most people that go through that. It's like, well, I've been close myself.
Yeah.
Right. I know what that bottomless pit looks like, and some guys they end up staying in it alone because that's how we're fucking programmed.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like there's any way out. So.
No, he had a good, he was a diesel mechanic. He worked on oil rigs, semi trucks, like, is a good, like, we weren't, like, he did that, like, we had the roof over our head, we had food, but the interactions, like, he was always drunk. Like, as soon as he got home, he was already 4 or 5 beers in. He would get the case, open it, and drink and drive on the way home. So by the time he got home, he was already loosey-goosey.
How much of that drinking was related to either his disposition or the fact that when he had 50 hours of work week and he had, at the end of a long day, he had to deal with your fucking mom.
Yeah, my mom was no saint.
Right? I mean, I look at, I think, I would say, yeah, there's probably genetically, 35% of men, they have that alcoholic gene or drug abuse gene in them. And maybe another 15, 20%, they don't have it, but they can be easily swayed just to numb themselves. I mean, how many men drive up in their driveway going, and then they just sit in the car 5 or 10 minutes going.
Here's the thing: he was already an alcoholic before my mom even got with him.
So I mean, she had a type.
Yeah.
You might have graduated from alcohol.
The kind that like to slap him around and
yeah,
and that kind of shit. And then She's
And he
no
was probably
better.
a good-looking dude.
I guess for the time, yeah.
Greetings.
I mean, it's like that one friend that I had, you know, who just happened to miraculously run into the last 3 boyfriends after she left her husband, and they're all bisexual. Really, they're just closet gay, but
Yeah.
I was like, no, dear, you look
Bad,
pretty.
bad boys bring the fifis.
That's right.
Bi boys let women peg them.
Well, how much of that, Chris, was related to her wanting to be dominant?
Well, she liked being dominated.
Well, no,
Dominant
that's
stuff. They mostly do.
Man, I just like being
Well,
tied up in shit, god damn it. I don't like being dominated like that.
You know,
but no, I mean that's my commentary of like she selected men that she could control, that she could be in charge. She called all the shots. So
she liked it when other dudes were taking other dudes, and she liked the one.
That's fucked up.
One of my buddies'
individual.
wives always told me I wanna see him suck another dude's dick so bad.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? It's like, I just think it would be hot. And I'm just like,
It's not that they want to do it; they just want to see somebody else do it.
Well, I think deep down,
well, this same
woman that
broad
wants
tried to
that,
sleep
they
with me
want
on.
submission.
She tried to sleep with me on 3 different occasions while he was in the same room.
Jeez, dude.
She was drunk. I kept telling her, no, get off me. I don't. No, I'm with somebody. Fuck off.
Yeah. Well,
And then when nobody would give her the D, you know what this bitch did? Rape! Rape! She started screaming rape.
Hold that a D of her own.
Oh. She just started screaming. She was drunk. She started screaming rape. There's 2 dudes in a room with a naked chick.
How'd they get her to shut up? One of them punched her in the mouth?
I fucking covered her mouth and choked her a little bit.
you know, like that.
I straight up put my hand like over her mouth and grabbed her by her windpipe and I said, listen up, you dumb cunt. You keep going and you're gonna black out. And she stopped and there was a knock on the door and I was like, you even make a sound and I'm gonna crush your trachea.
This is all allegedly.
Oh, I'm not about to get falsely accused of something, so I will kill a bitch to keep her mouth shut. I don't. It's already escalated that far. Fuck, I'm about to go to prison. I might as well make it worth it. Goddamn.
Yeah, you're heading to butt rape central. It's all good.
And I mean, I think you're some stranger. You come to a door. There's a naked chick and 2 dudes in there, and some chick screaming rape. What the fuck do you think's gonna be thought? And it's like, I'm trying to save my own skin at this point. If she dies, oh fucking well, I'll eat that bullet.
Yeah. Well, 3 people can keep a secret if 2 are dead, right?
It's like I didn't want it to come to that, but what choice was I left? I was told not to hit a woman, so I'm struggling with that all the fucking time. Because there's sometimes where it's like, I just want to knock you the fuck out. I don't think you realize how bad I want to Floyd Mayweather your ass.
Isn't it funny how much, like, once you understand, whereas before we would probably, a damsel in distress, we would come in and intervene, and now today, I'm not saying all,
I'm not
but
risking
most
it for
men are
this
be
game.
like, I'll call 911 or 311 but other than that, you're on your own, honey.
I'm gonna stand back. You a strong, independent woman. You got this,
dude.
sweetie. I got faith in you.
Yep.
Yeah, you're on your own.
And
Like, I
it
hate
shouldn't be that way, but, you know, if I could be accused of racism or whatever other fucking ism they want to accuse me of, why the fuck am I gonna risk my life, you know? my well-being for someone who technically wouldn't do the same for me anyways, you know?
Well, small anecdote, but a much less like lower aspect in terms of like engagement. But
Mm.
I was at a bar a couple weeks ago, and this girl's like, "You're cock blocking me from this guy." I'm like, "What?" And because I mean, I've known him for several months, drinking buddy.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, if he showed interest in you, you would have known it. And the fact that he didn't, now you're gaslighting me or blame shifting that onto me and going because we were hanging out and having a good time and drinking, and you're now going, like when he went to the bathroom, like, would you just stop? Like, she literally said cock blocking him. I'm like, honey, like, I want to go. You're a fat little fucking troll. I didn't say that because I didn't want to bring that whole vitriol on me, but I'm like, if he really was into you, he would be right next to you. And if you don't recognize the whole dynamics,
Could have just told her we're gay together. Fuck off.
Well, all right, so there was an element of after all that took place, because I'm like, you're fucking delusional. And then I did my whole Kevin Schwartz, Reno 911, hey, I forgot what was his name, Greg. Hey, Greg, oh, I'm so glad that you're back to the bathroom. I missed you. And he's like, I missed you too. And she just like looked at me, and I'm like, honey, he would be, and when he was gone, I'm like, do you not understand that the whole dynamics? He was literally like 4 feet away from you in our round circle on the patio, hanging out, smoking cigarettes. He didn't once come over and either offer to buy you a drink or sit next to you. He did not engage you at all. And now you're blaming me for your failure to hook up with a guy that, in all honesty, way above her sexual market value. Like, she wasn't fat, but she wasn't pretty.
Well, we get told to stay in our lane all the time of what's attractive, our level.
Well, and then she brought into this like, well, I get this all the time. Like, people think I'm like a lesbian. I'm like, well, look at what you're wearing. Like, you have short hair. You're butchy as hell. And then the fucking things went out. Like, how dare you? You don't know me. I'm like, you're right. I'm looking at you from the outside appearance, which is the same way that Greg does you, and go, at best you might be bi, and
that's
honestly, like, he would be giving you a pity fuck at this point. Like, you're fucking hammered as I am, but you're literally like, he's like a 5.5, 6, and you're a 3.5, 4 without kids. We don't even know what your history is. I didn't get into that with her, but I'm like, you're blaming me for him not hitting on you when he and I were just hanging out, shooting the shit. And then he came back, and I just made a little joke like, hey Greg, how are you? Oh, I'm so glad, I missed you. And he, did the same thing, the whole gay retard thing. And she's like, I can't believe that you you're trying to cockblock me from him. Like, lady, wake the fuck up.
No, they cockblock themselves.
She cockblocked herself there, bro.
Exactly. Like, you came in with a fucking butch haircut and man's mentality. You didn't initiate or indicate. I'm like, but it's not her fault. It's all me.
That's another thing. Like, they want us to, like, they never initiate. Like, they expect us to initiate every fucking thing.
So they can project.
Her inadequacies, right, are again your fault.
Exactly, Chris. That's exactly.
Here's the thing, like, if she wanted to get a little higher on his level, not that I'm big on the level thing, right? She would do something.
Yep.
But that requires effort. And again,
Yep.
Not big on effort either.
Yep.
Right? And
Dude.
Chaos was about to say, like, you should approach him.
Yeah.
Did she?
Well, they
These
never
girls
do.
are so used to just making themselves available, and guys will fucking flock to it, right? Like, how dare a man say no?
I showed up.
They never hear it.
Yeah, no, they show up. What more do you want?
I mean, she was at best a last call girl, and I mean, he's told me, he's like, yeah, I haven't had a serious relationship in like a year and a half, and you know, frankly, I'm not sure that I really want to take that time or the investment in anyone again. I don't mind like having fun, and but no, like Hemi, no, you're right. They just think that, hey, I'm a woman, you know, I'm interested in him. He should reciprocate. And you know, I try to, you know, I literally tried to tell her, like, dude, like when he went to the bathroom, like if he was really interested in you, you would know it. He would be there, you know, hanging out with you, joking with you. He was not interested in you. Like we were having fun. Another buddy of mine, like we were all having a good time, and you were over there in the corner steaming at the fact that you didn't get attention and validation. And I'm like, that's not my issue.
You're just showing up. Just showing up.
And
that's all it requires.
And she literally brought up, you know, she's like, you know, I've been labeled as, you know, people look at me and like, you know, I'm a lesbian. Like, you know, honey, like, yeah, you do look like a lesbian to me. I mean, you strike me as somebody that's butch at best. So why would a man want, you know, and especially your attitude, fuck me. But now you're blaming me for being the cock blocker of this whole thing. And unfortunately, when he came back and she was like, you know, was Curly cock blocking you? And he was like, what do you mean? She's like, well, when you were like pretending to be like gay lovers or whatever. And she's like, and he unfortunately said, yeah, well, I don't really think that was appropriate or whatever. And I'm like, oh, fuck me. Here we go. Here's the PC crowd coming out. Dude, we were just having fun, hanging out. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're straight. Like, just don't fuck with me. I won't fuck with you. Whatever you want to do in your own personal life, I don't care. But for her to come in and say, you're the reason why I was not able to form a connection with him, I'm like, honey, you own that. Like, you either own it from your own personality, your own looks, your own attitude, or your own engagement. It's not my fault. But
yeah, only other chicks can do that. So if you were to approach her and she was there with one of her friends, right? It's totally okay for her friends to just like blow you away with or for her, I guess.
Yep.
You know
or
what I mean?
Yep.
Or just like, get the fuck out of here, freak.
Because
You can do better than you.
yay sisterhood, you know.
Yeah. That's totally acceptable.
Of course, you know, this rules for thee, not for me bullshit's getting kind of old, and I know a lot of men are getting tired of it. I'm one of them. I grew up in a rules for thee, not for me household. God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's why we're going to the Philippines.
Dude,
I'm
out.
Oh man. Fuck, it's almost
Tribe
4
of Men
o'clock.
had a great video interview with this guy that basically, or a clip from a guy that said, hey, this is why I went there. And I mean, he's an average looking dude, and the way that his Filipino fiance, I mean, they dated for like 2 years before they got engaged, but the way that she looked at him, doted on him, yes, she's simple.
For you 728.
I mean, but fuck me. I mean,
Said,
how many women or how many men would love to have
www.youtube.com/www.youtube.com/tribofemenyt.
alpha boss bitch that
Sign me up,
you
homie.
know, good. Yeah, no, I mean, he I mean, you know, here I'll look him up. Here, I'll share it.
All right.
I'll share it in the chat or come back and let you know what his channel's name is, because I subbed to him. I'm like, dude, I mean, he bought a home for $80,000, fucking nice home with acreage.
So I gotta stop streaming and go to work. So if y'all don't mind, give me just a second here to do my outro real quick.
No.
Yes.
Stop making your channel about.
Oh my god, you're cock blocking us again. Oh my god.
Check your white privilege, bigot.
Have a good one.
Thanks everybody that's still subscribed. Your support has been greatly appreciated. Thank you to those that just recently subscribed.
Everybody around you.
I hope you stick around for the long run. Shout out to Chris Hemi, PWS hanging out in the Discord. Shout out to everybody in the chat that came through. Chrome Dome Omega, Vanessa Kitty, K-Plan, D-Man, Indy, Iridium, Cubing, Crystal Kitten, Hemi. I'll be back tonight with some 7 Days to Die. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Check some of that shit out. I'm creeping up. I'm on like day 19, so yeah.
I'm just looking forward to your your shot for every.
Oh yeah, 400. I'm doing a Shitterbond stream.
A what?
So I thought I was, but it's back at 393. So I guess those people pussied out. Anyways, I'll be back tonight. Thanks again, everybody. Until then, have a great morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you hail from. I'm out this bitch. Peace.
Thank you, guys. Are we back behind stage? Yeah, where all the
to a
fun
degree,
takes place.
the stream ended thing is up. We can continue talking. I always like the talking outros, you know, it creates some great content.
Of course, right. I mean, you gotta lead them wanting more. It happen more. Like, honestly, like your whole like intro, like I really don't drink. I smoke more than I drink. And I forgot what your goal was for every new.
Okay, so at 400, I'm gonna get drunk, and every time I die or something bad, depending on what game I'm playing, I may just, like I said, I may end up just doing Quiplash, and every time I get an answer wrong, or make it universal where if you get an answer wrong, you take a shot.
Yeah, you get me toasted. Like.
So, and I don't drink a lot, so it'll be fun. Maybe.
I don't drink at all. How does that help me?
You got diabetes.
Diabetes.
And on top of that, after that, for every 100 subscribers I get, I'll in celebration, I'll do another. I'll do a drunk stream every 100 subs.
And take another inch on the slippy slide.
Yeah, sure.
Add to the dildo.
If that's what you want to call it.
Just to support the stream, Chaos, I'm gonna be in there and I'm gonna fucking beat your ass just to watch you get fucked.
Hey, don't play chess with him. He fucking cheats.
I did not cheat.
Oh, I'm sorry. He recruited someone to.
I didn't recruit either. He said, "Listen to what I tell you." And it was like, okay.
Okay, so he recruited himself.
Yes, he took it upon himself to help me because I was giving him a headache.
That's totally not cheating. If somebody just volunteers to fucking help you, and just happens to be like a fucking wizard at it, you know.
Hey, I learned from Chris Jericho, and Chris Jericho says cheat to win, and Chris Jericho is from Canada, okay? So it's Canada's fault I cheated.
No, I'm just gonna use the computer next time and be like, yeah, no, Chaos is totally me.
In Canada.
It's all Canada's fault. Blame them. I blame Canada for all the world's suffering. God damn it.
Blame Canada.
Oh god.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught that one, Poopy, but